So, if you're an Android user, and especially if you like to go beyond the Play Store to find cool apps, you know that feeling, that sinking feeling in your stomach. You find the perfect app, you tap install, and bam, nothing. Just that frustrating error. Well, guess what? Today, we're going to fix that. For good.
Yep, there it is. That's the one. That simple, totally unhelpful message that just shuts you down. It doesn't matter if you're trying to install a new game, a cool mod, or just an older version of an app you love, seeing this pop up is so annoying. But hey, the good news is it's not just you, and there is a real solution. And this right here is exactly why all that old advice you find online just doesn't work anymore. I'm sure you've seen it. Clear your cache, restart your phone, free up storage. Look, on modern Android, that's ancient history. The game has totally changed. The errors we're seeing now are caused by these deep hidden conflicts and security blocks that need a much smarter fix.
All right, so to beat this thing, we got to understand what's actually going on under the hood. Why is your shiny new phone being so picky all of a sudden? Well, it really just boils down to two main reasons that cause pretty much every single case of this error on new devices.
First up, we have package conflicts. The best way to think about this is like a ghost of an app you thought you deleted. They're these little leftover pieces still haunting your phone, and they stop a new installation in its tracks. And then there's the second, and this one is huge on the latest Android versions, SDK version blocks. Your new OS is basically acting like a bouncer, aggressively rejecting older apps for security reasons. It's like trying to put a DVD into a brand new Blu-ray player. It just says, nope, not gonna happen.
And you can actually see how this whole mess evolved over time. I mean, back in the day, this error was simple. It was usually just a bad download or you ran out of space. Easy. But as Android got more and more secure, the reasons got way more complex. Now it's all about these deep operating system blocks. So let's get into the first big fix for the most common cause. Okay, let's go after that ghost in the machine, the hidden package conflict. Seriously, this is the number one reason you're seeing that app not installed error. And thankfully, the fix is almost laughably simple. This is the silver bullet that's going to solve the problem for most of you right now. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Security experts are all over this. They confirm that these leftover bits of an old app are the real enemy. This happens a lot because your phone can have different user profiles, and when you do a simple uninstall, it might only remove it for you, leaving a ghost behind for another user. So the real trick is you got to get rid of it completely. And here's the exact play-by-play. Just dive into your phone's settings, go to your list of apps, and find the one that's causing all the trouble. Yeah, even if you thought you already uninstalled it. Look for that little three-dot menu, usually in the top right corner, and you should see the magic option, Uninstall for all users. Tap that, and it will vaporize every single trace of the app, clearing the path for a fresh install. Oh, and hey, if you're on a Samsung phone, listen up. This one's for you. Your secure folder is a classic hiding spot for these app ghosts. If you have a version of the app tucked away in your secure folder, it will absolutely conflict with any attempt to install it on your main profile. So make sure you check in there and uninstall it too. Okay, so what happens if the problem isn't a ghost? What if your phone is just flat out rejecting the app, saying something like, app isn't compatible with your phone? Well, this is that SDK block we talked about, and it's going to take a slightly more hands-on approach. So what even is an SDK block? Well, to put it simply, Google really wants apps to use modern, secure code. So if an app was built way back for, say, Android 8, your brand new Android 16 or 17 phone might just see it as a security risk and refuse to even try to install it. It's an aggressive security feature, and honestly, it makes sense, but it's also really annoying. But we can get around it. The solution is to do a little bit of surgery on the app's installation file, the APK, before you try to install it. Using a tool like an APK editor, we can basically lie to your phone's operating system and tell it, hey, this old app, it's totally ready for the modern world. And you're not going to believe how simple this is. Inside the app's code, there's a little line called Target SDK. An old app might have a low number, like 22. All you have to do is use one of those editor apps to change that number to something modern, like 34. That one tiny change tricks Android into thinking the app is new and compatible, and boom, it'll install without a fight. All right, for those rare cases, maybe that 1% of the time when those first two fixes don't work, we've still got a few more tools in our kit. Let's do a quick lightning round of some more advanced troubleshooting steps. You know, sometimes Google's own security guard, Play Protect, can get a little overzealous and just silently block an install. You can try turning it off for a moment in the Play Store settings, and of course, maybe the file itself is just bad. Always try re-downloading it. Oh, and this is a big one. If you're trying to install a modified app over the official one from the Play Store, it won't work. You have to fully uninstall the original first because their digital signatures will clash.
Now, when all else fails, when the phone just will not cooperate, it's time to bring out the big guns. There is a final, powerful method that bypasses almost everything. It's called the Android Debug Bridge, or ADB. This is basically the override button. By connecting your phone to a computer or even using the wireless ADB feature in your developer settings, you can use this command to force the app onto your phone. This one line will replace any existing version and blows past most of the standard security checks that cause the app not installed error in the first place. It's the ultimate fix. So there you have it. After all that, you are no longer at the mercy of some vague, frustrating error message. You have a full toolkit to figure out exactly what's wrong and how to fix it. You are back in control. So let's wrap it all up with a quick cheat sheet. This is it. This is what you need to remember. If the error says anything about a package conflict, your first move is always uninstall for all users. If it says not compatible, you're grabbing an APK editor and changing that target SDK. If the installation just dies with no message, your prime suspect is Play Protect. And if nothing else works, ADB is your best friend. You now have the knowledge and the tools to install pretty much any app you want on your modern Android device. Those walls that the operating system tries to put up, you can get around them. You have the freedom to explore, to customize, and to use your phone exactly the way you want to. So the only real question left is, what are you going to explore next?